We're back in the shed. What's going on?
We are. It's Ask GMBN. It's that time where you guys ask us mountain bike questions and we're going to answer them. But we're not just going to try, Neil. We're going to do it. So let's kick it off.
Pamela Deputa, how tightly should a rider be holding onto the handlebars? Obviously, a death grip is not helpful, and a loose grip could get you into trouble.
Yeah, somewhere right in the middle, I guess. Just like like was said, you don't want to hold on too tight, otherwise you're going to get arm pump, and that's just when your arms just really pump up, become solid, and you can't get that blood flow, and it becomes hard to hold on to the handlebars if you're death gripping.
Yeah.
At the same time, holding on too loosely could get dangerous.
I actually find this one a tough one to answer. I don't think I've ever thought about how tightly. I guess occasionally my hands have come off the bars, but that's not very often. But yeah, I guess if you're thinking about it.
Yeah, I always really sort of think, well, I don't always think about it, to be honest, but when I do it, it's sort of more of my weight's across my palm. I'm not gripping, but I've definitely got a sort of grip on the handlebars, essentially, I guess.
If it's not comfortable, maybe play around with different size grips, different diameter grips, should I say.
Yeah, and different gloves as well.
Yeah, true. Aaron Baszler, my Scott Scales back wheel is out of true. Is it possible to true it without using a truing stand?
It is, and a great hack that you can actually use to do that is that you can use a cable tie or a pen, tape it onto the frame, and then you can use that, move it in and out, and you can get your truing technique.
Yeah, take your time with this, but you should also check out our How to True a Wheel video. Basically, try and line something up. You could use a zip tie or Allen key. I'm just going to use my finger. Spin the back wheel, just put it up nice and close to the rim, and I can feel in certain spots the rim's going away from my finger and then pushing back onto it, so I know I've got some sort of buckle in that rim. John Collado, hashtag AskGMBN. Quiet hubs or loud hubs, and why?
Quiet hubs every time.
I like loud hubs, actually.
Why?
Sounds nice, and also you can also warn walkers and people like that.
Yeah, that's
when you're coming up, rolling up behind them, if you've got a really loud click, there you coming.
Very sensible.
I don't have a bell on my mountain bike.
You're not?
Nope.
That's illegal.
Jacob Dent, hand pump. I get it really severely in my knuckles and fingers, and he thinks it might be because he has very large hands and quite slim grips. Any suggestions?
It could be that. Having bigger grips actually gives you a little bit more dampening as well, properties in the grip. And then the other thing that you could think about is actually your lever angles. If you've got them too far down, you're probably going to find that you're putting a lot of strain in your wrist, your forearm as well. So if you bring them up, you actually see a lot of the pro enduro riders, they have them almost dead level, just so they've got that little bit more ease in the grip and also in the brake lever.
Also, handlebar material makes a big difference to how much vibrations you get through. So it depends what you've got on there.
So what should they go for?
I would recommend carbon.
Come on then, Neil, let's get into the quick fire round. You give me that laptop and I'll ask you the questions. So, Edge of Sanity, why are wheelies called manuals? Is there an automatic in that case?
Well, wheelies are when you're powering them, so when you're pedaling. And even coaster wheelies, you power it to get up there. Manuals are all about using your weight to lift the front wheel, so you're not pedaling, you're just getting the front wheel up using your weight.
You're like this one. Storm Keys is saying, is it legal to race enduro on a plus bike?
Yes, as far as I'm aware. I've not heard of plus bikes being banned. I'm pretty sure.
I've seen some people racing them at the Enduro World Series, in fact. Colby0101 is saying, what is a clutch on a derailleur?
Well, basically, it's almost like a ratchet. It adds friction to the cage, and that stops the cage from flicking forward, and that means it keeps tension on the chain. But it's actually quite a simple, I don't know what you call it, you know, like a vice almost in the rear mech. It'll move one way, but it won't move the other. Yeah. Now it's time for Correct Me If I'm Wrong, where you guys send us your videos and we check them out and give you some advice.
I actually like this part of the show. It's really good.
You actually do. You don't like the rest of it. Conor McCloskey is sending this jump, looks pretty cool, and he's struggling to get height. Could you watch it and give me some tips?
Do you know what he could do?
Yep.
He could do that jump to the right, it's a bit bigger.
Conor, I would say you need to stand up more into the takeoff, so you actually need to pump really hard into takeoff at the moment. If you actually watch it in slow-mo, you're almost soaking up, so your back wheel's coming up towards your bum as you hit the takeoff. So stand taller, pump harder into it, and that's where we're talking about using this bunny hop technique, and that's going to make more height on the jump.
Yeah, it's definitely all about that bunny hop technique. So many people send in jumping questions, wanting to know how they can get higher, and they just need to go out and practice the bunny hop and also pumping and pushing down into that landing.
And getting the timing. And contrary to Scott's advice, I'd actually say go smaller for a while, learn how to do it on a small jump, and then go back to your medium, and then start hitting the big ones.
Go big or go home.
Keep sending your videos to ask@gmbn.com.
Well, that's it for another epic show of Ask GMBN. And contrary to what you said earlier, I do actually love this show. It's one of my favourites.
Keep sending your videos to ask@GMBN. Correct me if I'm wrong. We get loads of jumping videos, but send us other videos as well. Climbing, cornering, whatever.
Basic technique as well. We want to help you guys.
Yep.
For some more videos on GMBN, if you click on me, you're going to get to the How To playlist.
Click on me to go through to the full maintenance playlist so you can look after your bike.
And what about the globe?
That's just about here. And you can subscribe to the channel, it's totally free.
And
thumb up if
you get a great video every day of the week.
Yeah, sometimes more than one.
Sometimes two.